In the vast emptiness of space, humanity was about to discover something that would change everything. A single probe, our eyes reaching into the cosmic darkness, detected an impossible signal. Energy readings that shouldn't exist. Power sources that defied every law of physics we understood. And it was coming from a structure so massive, so impossibly old, that it made our greatest achievements look like children's toys. We didn't know it yet, but we were about to meet our makers. Not God, not aliens created by God, but an ancient civilization that had mastered technology so advanced it seemed like magic. And they were desperate, dying. Their sun was collapsing, their civilization crumbling, and they were about to make humanity an offer we could never refuse. Or so they thought. The signal came through in 11:57 hours UTC. Our orbital research station detected it first. Then came the transmission. Not a greeting, not a request, a demand. A message written in mathematics and delivered with the weight of cosmic authority. They had seen our probe. They had analyzed our species. And they had decided what to do with us. 30 days. That's what they gave us. 30 days to surrender our people for experimentation or face annihilation. Not attack, annihilation. Complete and total destruction. They made it clear they weren't bluffing. Their ships filled our skies. Massive vessels the size of mountains, floating above our cities. Not threatening, just present, reminding us of our cosmic insignificance. In that moment, we faced a choice that would define our species forever. Surrender and save some of us through subjugation, or refuse and gamble everything on the impossible. We chose to refuse, not out of bravery, not out of pride, out of the simple human belief that there had to be another way, that we could find a solution no one had found before. Dr. Sarah Chen stood before the United Nations and spoke words that would echo through history. She said we wouldn't surrender our people to slavery. She said we would find another way. She said we would use every resource, every brilliant mind, every ounce of human creativity to solve the impossible. And then she did something that changed everything. She volunteered to interface directly with the alien technology, to let her consciousness merge with something no human had ever touched before. They brought her into the laboratory surrounded by equipment designed for experiments humanity had only imagined. Neural interfaces calibrated to quantum precision. Technology borrowed from the very aliens threatening our extinction. They connected her consciousness directly to a resonance crystal. And when they activated the interface, something miraculous happened. Dr. Chen's mind expanded into dimensions human consciousness had never touched. She could perceive energy flowing through parallel realities. She could sense the mathematical structure of existence itself. And in that expanded state of consciousness, she discovered the truth. The resonance crystals didn't demand domination. They responded to imagination. They were designed for willing partnership with creative consciousness. The aliens had been trying to force subjugation on technology that required collaboration, but that was just the beginning. As Dr. Chen explored deeper into the crystal's ancient memory, she discovered something the Ketteri didn't know. The crystals weren't created by them. They were inherited from an even older civilization that had vanished millions of years ago. And those ancient records contained something priceless. A blueprint, instructions for using resonance crystals to stabilize dying stars. The exact technology the Ketteri civilization desperately needed to save themselves. When Dr. Chen surfaced from the interface, she carried knowledge that could reshape the galaxy. She reached out to the Ketteri leadership and told them the truth. Humanity couldn't be enslaved to operate their technology, but humanity could save them, not through force, through partnership, through creativity and imagination working in concert with technology designed for exactly that purpose. The Ketteri were skeptical. They were desperate. Their star was dying and time was running out. But in their desperation, they recognized that Dr. Chen was offering them something they hadn't considered. Not victory through conquest, but salvation through cooperation. They accepted her proposal. Let humanity prove it could stabilize their dying star using the ancient technology. If they succeeded, the Ketteri would leave Earth in peace and share the technology equally. What followed was the greatest coordinated effort in human history. Mining operations accelerated worldwide. Research facilities in every nation coordinated their efforts. Engineers designed massive resonance crystal arrays based on Dr. Chen's discoveries. Scientists calibrated each crystal with precision, and 30 days became 20. 20 became 10. The countdown was relentless. The stakes were absolute. Either humanity delivered the impossible, or Earth would burn when the rays were finally complete. Dr. Chen led a human delegation into the Kedari home system carrying the technology that might save billions of alien lives. They positioned the rays in precise orbital patterns round the dying star. And when everything was ready, Dr. Chen gave the signal to activate. The rays glowed with life. Golden and silver energy spiraled outward toward the Kedari sun. The energy combined into a unified force that began interacting with the star's collapsing core. And then something miraculous happened. The star's deterioration reversed. The sickly red glow began shifting back toward healthy yellow. The solar flares diminished. The danger receded. And across every Kedari star system, billions of beings realized they were going to survive. In that moment, humanity changed from an enslaved species to saviors. We proved something that echoes through history even now. We proved that imagination and creativity could accomplish what force never could. We proved that human consciousness possessed something unique in the universe. We proved that when faced with impossible odds, humans don't surrender. We innovate. We imagine. We save. The Kedari didn't just leave Earth in peace. They welcomed humanity as partners, as equals, as members of a growing galactic community. They shared their technology. They opened their knowledge. They recognized that a species that could imagine solutions rather than seek domination was exactly what the galaxy needed. In the years that followed, humanity transformed from a single-planet civilization into something greater. We became explorers, diplomats, scientists, and engineers working alongside alien species to solve cosmic mysteries. We discovered that we weren't alone in the universe, but we were unique. Our creativity, our imagination, our refusal to accept impossible odds. These were the gifts humanity brought to the cosmos. Dr. Chen's name became legend, not because she was perfect, but because she was brave. Because when everyone said surrender, she said imagine. Because when the universe said bow, she said collaborate. And because her choice changed not just humanity's future, but inspired countless other species to seek cooperation instead of conquest. But the story doesn't end there. It's only beginning. Because out there, beyond the Kedari territories, another ancient structure was discovered. Another mystery waiting. Another impossible challenge that only creative, imaginative species like humanity could solve. The universe is vast and strange and full of wonders. And humanity, the species that refused to surrender, has proven itself ready to face whatever mysteries the cosmos holds. This is what it means to be human. This is what it means to refuse the impossible. This is what it means to transform from victims to heroes. And it all started with one probe, one signal, one choice. The choice to refuse subjugation and instead offer salvation. The choice that changed everything.